Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. Not too long ago, I was exploring these canyon walls and discovered some fantastic rock art. Some of the rock art clearly depicted scenes of community, such as flute playing and lines of dancers. What's also notable about the canyon is the presence of springs or available water. All this leads me to believe that perhaps there was a small village here, but not on the canyon floor. I felt like a habitation site might be above on top of the canyon. So this trip was my probe to see if I could find any evidence that might suggest habitation. So please join me as I head out into the desert to discover what once was. Buenos dias. So I'm attempting to get to the top of this cliff here because I have a suspicion there may be ruins up here. And getting to the top of the cliff looks easy enough. There's I don't think it's too intense. I just have to find some acceptable routes for my dog's with me, so you know she can't get up anything vertical, unlike me. So getting up to this cliff top, like I said, should be easy, and I feel like there may be ruins up here. Yeah, you're not gonna have a problem getting up at this spot. We're gonna use the rock. Come on. All right. All right, well, we broke that cliff wall and we're up on top. So I'm just gonna wander out to the cliff point, and I feel like I'll look for things on the surface. What made me think there may be ruins up here is one of the petroglyphs down below was of a foot. That foot where the toes were pointing were up. So I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna come up and we'll see what happens. There's lots of game trails up here. So the animals are using somewhere up in here to go up and down. Animals like people choose the path of least resistance. I think the people that were out here, they lived up on top. They didn't live on the bottom, like on the canyon floor. I think it's just my speculation. And if I do find anything, it's more than likely everything out here is probably buried, because it's just, it's sand. So I don't know if I'll find anything too spectacular, but hopefully I find some indication that would indicate this was an area where people were actually living. It's always good to check out the drainages. There's always going to be places where water runs down, you know, it favors. And some of these drainages, things will have traveled with the water, such as artifacts, lithic material, pot sherds, anything like that. And then of course there's always the option of not finding anything at all. And if that happens, then of course it's just a nice walk out in the desert. Yeah, well, could be anything out there. A lot of ground to cover. Well, the rock art's down below me in these canyons, and like I mentioned, I thought there might be something on top, so I'm running one of the points on top of the canyon to see if there's anything on this one, and so far nothing. You can see in front of me, this is a game trail. Nothing up here, no pot sherds, no lithic material, no stone stacking, nada. That's the way it goes. Hit or miss. All right, I'm almost at the point, the top of the point of a section of this canyon, and I haven't found anything yet until just now. And I'm surprised that I actually recognize this, but it kind of stuck out. You see this right here where my finger is? That is pottery. Let's go in for a close-up. That is definitely pottery. Oh yeah. Check that out. We just found a pot sherd. Well, we're on to something then. That's fantastic. Very nice. Right beside my foot here is the first pot sherd, which I just did a close-up of. There. And then, just above it, there's another pot sherd. Right there. Okay. Well. Oh. And then there. Oh, wow. There's another piece right here. Look at that. How about that? Pot sherds. What does that tell me? That tells me someone was right here where I'm standing. They brought a pot here. All the way up here, the top of this canyon. Why would they do that? Was this a lookout point? Did the pot contain water? Did it contain food? Was it an offering? Man, you know, it can go on. However, the important thing is that there was someone here. Obviously, I mean, I figured there would be. I figured they're probably all over the place, to be honest with you. And they were. So now the question is, what else is out here? I don't think I'm on a ruin. I don't see, I don't know, this is a pretty sweet spot in here. It's level. It's protected from the wind. I don't know, it's really interesting how there's a few pot sherds right here. One here, here, and then right there. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm really surprised that I saw them. I mean, they're dang near the color of the sand here. That's great. That's great. Now I'm stuck out here for another minute, so I'm gonna really take my time and do a thorough search in the general area to see if we find anything else. This is fantastic. For a minute there, I thought we had struck out today, but as it turns out, that isn't the case. We've got something, and something's better than nothing. Well, I've got a possible route here. I'm not sure. We're gonna go down a little bit and see if there's anything right here. Maybe there's some rock art. You never know, but it could be a route down. It might be nothing. You never know. It might come up on a small cliff dwelling. Something. Maybe nothing. I feel like I probably found a route down. Oh, I found some good shelters right here. No rock art or anything in it. But I do believe I found a pretty easy way down. Yeah, this is definitely a way down. All right, chill, I'm coming up there. She's a little spooked, understandably. Okay, so what this means is there's multiple ways to top of this canyon. if that's the case, access would have been pretty easy. So without a doubt, there's got to be a habitation spot up there. I mean, I think there would have to be. All right, so I just crawled down right through here, and seems like there's another easy way down to the floor here. So, like I mentioned, multiple access points to the top. This was a good little probe on the top of this canyon. So I found multiple access points to get to the top. At the point here, I found pot sherds, and below is rock art that I covered in another video. So the search will continue out here for a possible habitation spot, like pit houses and such. I'll have to return and figure that out. There's a lot of ground to cover out here. And as I say in most of the videos, just doing a search of a general area is a pretty good time suck. So that being said, lots more content on the way, folks. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It is free, helps the channel tremendously. Folks, yeah, we found something today. There you have it. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.